Very good afternoon to all the audience here, to my co-panelists, and thank you, Women Economic Forum, for having invited me here. It's an honor. Just a quick introduction about myself. I am Rohini Vaishnavi, a marketing and sales professional for 20 years, having worked with some of the organizations across Middle East, North Africa, South Asia, Europe. Handled the marketing operations, and writing is my passion. I write articles for Times of India, Opinion, and this writing and marketing, when it got together, it gave rise to RB Learning, which is the organization which I founded in the year 2019, and we write content, we write the stories of brands, help them promote themselves, we write for people. So that's briefly about me. And other than that, my passion is supporting women entrepreneurs to scale up their business. So that's the CSR initiative of RB Learning, and we also promote the education of people who are displaced from Kashmir due to terrorism, because I'm from there, and we left one night just in our slippers, never to go back. So now coming to diversity and inclusion, being a woman, I have definitely my own experiences about the, and having worked for over 20 years in the organizations and seen the progress and career path of women. One thing I would like to say is that when organizations talk about diversity, it's all about hiring people. So hirings happen for people across genders, people with special abilities, and the challenge is when this diverse workforce is unable to perform at its best, does not feel included in the organizations. So that's the moment when all the dollars or rupees that have been spent on the entire process of recruitment and selection, that does not really yield what they were meant to. So when organizations think about diversity, what is important is that a conducive work environment, work design, I would say, policies, systems and processes be thought of before you hire people, so that these people feel included within the organization and they are able to perform at their best. And when we talk about diversity, I would say that financial inclusion of women is one of the important aspects, and including women within the economy, in the economic activity, is not just a favor to the individual women. The fact is, the statistics indicate that if the women who are at a working age in India, if all of them work and be a part of the economy, our GDP can grow at 25% higher rate than its existing rate. Even if you look at it from the pure economics standpoint and think about how many resources are spent on upskilling and educating women, I'm talking only here about the educated one. And how many of these are actually contributing proportionately to the growth of the economy, vis-a-vis the amount of resources that have been spent on them? Because they get fizzled out of the economy at several life stages, especially when we become mothers. And I'm sure most of the women here would have experienced some kind of difficult path when they wanted to come back to work after the childbirth. And I have experienced the same. Therefore, it's important that organizations, it makes economic sense for the whole country to include women. As I talked about the statistics about the GDP growth. So it's very important that there should be the organization design, work design should be such that women are able to come back to work and they are also able to maintain work-life balance there should be those kind of systems and processes and policies in place. And I think that's the key to the growth of the entire nation. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Rohini, for your valuable inputs. Very correct.